Yo, yo, what's good? We back. Kevin Lawson, KVL Media, baby. Late night editing session. I got my Suno playlist playing in the background with all my created soundtrack for this mini documentary. Oh man, we are up all night trying to finish these interviews. I'm trying to finish the edits of these interviews so I can kind of put them all together. Um, I'm working on Kelly's interview right now at the moment.
Howdy.
I love Kelly, man. She's cool.
I'm Kelly Powell. I'm the CEO at Community Partners of South Florida. I probably have. At different titles, too. I'm Kelly Powell. I'm the CEO at Community Partners of South Florida. I probably have. At different titles, too. Taking people on. Community Partners is really taking people on a journey from where.
Speaking of where Community Partners is taking people, the reason I'm jumping in and I'm doing this live stream is simply because I am practicing my storytelling skills. It's funny because I've never felt like I was a good storyteller, but my clients will tell you that I'm an amazing storyteller. And I think I'm just a great listener. I really kind of get the ins and outs and the practice of understanding someone's identity and then recognizing why they do what they do and taking them through a series of questions that helps me best understand what they do and why they do it. And then I just share what I learned, and then I just share what I learned with the viewer. When I put it all together and throw some B-roll on there, so it kind of makes sense. But I think my superpower and where I'm most proud of my skill set is in asking the right questions so that I can get a good response, and then listening to the response and watching them to make sure that I get that, what I like to call mic drop moments. So I've interviewed Kelly Powell a lot of times, and she's always great. She's really good at creating those mic drop moments because she's speaking in mic drop moments. Like, if I really knew music like that, I'd be like, Kelly would come and drop a sweet 16 real quick, boom, or a nice 8 on a track and just drop it and leave it there right there, just like that. Mic drop. But Kelly was my last interview for this project, and we actually we went pretty quick because they had another event going on, and it was just the time that we were able to kind of get in and do what we needed to do as far as our shoot. So let's take a look at Kelly's interview, and I'm going to take you through the process of how I'm breaking down the edit. All right. And then the playlist I got in the background, that's Suno. These are some songs that I newly created. that's going to be very useful in helping me drop these songs on the back end of these these different videos that I'm creating. So listen to the tunes, man. I'm gonna drop a playlist pretty soon, so let's do it. Back to Premiere Pro. Kelly Powell. I fixed up my workspace because I need to focus on the actual clipping and then where the project files are, just to easily kind of navigate that, because that's all I really needed to do. And I'm recognizing more and more that um, when I have one thing open, it helps me stay focused. So it's not good that I have my phone and my laptop and my iPad um, along with the computer that I'm editing on, but it's a start. It's a start to, rather than having a bunch of tabs open like I do, because I keep those tabs open in my mind, I just stick to this one screen and one task. So let's get back to it, man. Earlier today, I did Rural
Kelly
Neighborhood.
Powell. I'm the CEO at Community Partners of South Florida.
Kelly Powell.
I probably have. At different titles too.
And I like to joke around and kind of set the mind at ease. I don't remember what I'm asking.
Community Partners is really taking people on a journey from where they're at on their housing needs. They really come at any level. They may need financial.
Out the
Community
gates.
Partners is really taking
Bars.
people on a journey from
Bars,
where
bars,
they're
bars.
at on their housing needs. They really come at any level. They may need financial assistance and financial coaching, or they may be ready to buy a home. I always think of it as like from the alpha to the omega. They're looking at the entire line of what they need. And wherever they come in, we try to meet them and work with them to get them to home ownership if that's their goal.
Yeah, man. But if you just so happen to stumble across my news feed, I appreciate you keeping me company. And yo, if you got any questions about editing or storytelling or recording your message, or hey, if you got any tips for me, definitely let me know. I appreciate you. And thank you for pulling up on your boy. I did have one viewer and then they dipped. So whatever. No viewers. But when I get consistent about this,
They may need
run
financial
it up.
assistance and financial. Yeah, a lot of people come to us right in the very beginning. They've heard about us from someone else who may have gone through the process to buy a home. Word of mouth is our biggest referral source. So they come to us in hopes of learning how to buy a home. Sometimes they come because they're having questions about their rental process. They say the dream isn't that far off. Job, their income, closer than they really think it is. We couldn't do it without NeighborWorks. NeighborWorks has been a foundation for us for years. We not only have been fortunate enough to receive the resources to allow us to have capacity in our housing department, but also the training, making sure we have HUD certified counselors, ongoing training so that our staff is able to support our clients and residents no matter where they're at. Yeah. The collaborative has been, as a newer CEO, going on 3 years, the collaborative has been a great resource for me personally. I've had a chance to meet with some of the other. The collaborative has been a great resource for me, CEO, going on 3 years. The collaborative has been a great resource for me personally. I've had a chance to meet with some of the other CEOs, look at some of our properties, learn more about the value in that and how we can move forward in developing them. Also just talking with some of the other CEOs on home ownership and how to do a time study to look at what we need to do with our county and city to make sure that we're getting the best dollar for our work. So it's the expertise within our own network in Florida.
Man, the beauty of what we're doing right now is that I can sit here and I could talk through exactly the process that I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for clear, concise sound bites. Um, I don't want the sound bites to be more than, call it, 5 seconds, especially for this part of what I'm doing. Some of those longer thoughts, I do want to keep them, but for the most part, um, no longer than 20, 30 seconds, just simply because I have to fit 10 different organizations into a 10-minute video, right? So basically, what that means is when you have your intro and your outro, and your narrator points or different sections that you want to include, guess what? You only have 30 seconds if you include 30 seconds of every person or 40 seconds of every person. Because once you add the B-roll and everything like that, it's going to be a tall task to make sure that creating a cohesive storyline, all while giving everybody a time to shine and making sure that it's all connected. So um, some of the interviews I didn't even ask the same questions. I did ask some similar questions, but some of them were all over the place because I'm whenever I'm interviewing somebody, I am truly interested in learning about what it is that they do in their organization. So it does help when I'm interviewing about topics that I'm interested in. Housing is one of those topics. But I'm a lifelong learner and I'm interested in learning about a lot of different things. So, this was a really good project. So let me just get back to it.
And learning from each other that's allowed me as a CEO to work. So it's the expertise within our own network and do a time study to look at what we need to do with our work. So it's the expertise within our own network in Florida and learning from each other that's allowed me as a CEO to bring more resources to my organization. So I feel very fortunate to have this incredible collaborative that I get to lean into and learn and have trusted CEOs across the whole state that have kind of opened their arms, welcomed me in so I can continue to support my organization and learn and have trusted CEOs across the whole state that have kind of incredible collaborative that I get to lean into and learn this incredible collaborative to have this incredible collaborative that I get to lean into and learn and have trusted CEOs across the
You
whole
always have
state that have
a lot of
kind of opened their arms.
this is going to be difficult. And I think that's
In
what
housing, there's so many partners, whether there are lenders, our banks, the county, we're working with everyone. And then more boots on the ground, I would say we're working with our residents, with our Bridges programs, our churches, everywhere we can find residents to talk to. We're working with our home buyer classes. We offer home buyer classes through our different cities and municipalities. That way we can bring people in, learn more about the home buying experience, and then at the end, connect them to the resources of down payment assistance through that city. So we're one, building partnerships everywhere to connect them, our residents, to more down payment assistance and resources in that community, and then also building that foundation for the organization with more partnerships through our different cities and municipalities, our churches, everywhere we can find residents to talk to. We're working with our home buyer and learn more about the home buying experience, and then at the end, connect them to the resources of down payment assistance through that city. So 8-week class, and our ways of bringing people into the organization. We do an 8-week class, and what starts in person and then moves to virtual, qualifying them, making sure that they're appropriate, bringing in partners for them to learn more about down payment assistance oftentimes. So it's a great opportunity. It's also nice because now you have peers in a room that are also going through the process, which is a little scary. But when there's a, it really has been a successful development. We've kind of slowed down just a bit as we're restabilizing with such a change in the economic landscape, especially in Florida. So as we've make sure the organization is stable, we've kind of just put a little bit of a, we're in the middle of a 20 townhome project that we're building with Community Land Trust, trying to get more into the development side, not works. So we want to get the right part of housing. So for you know, we're really excited that we're celebrating 40 years and we're rooted in supportive housing. So for 40 years, we've been offering supportive housing, permanent supportive housing. We also have transitional supportive housing. We're excited that we're celebrating 40 years and we're rooted in, you know, we're really excited that we're celebrating. You know, we're really excited that we're celebrating 40 years and we're rooted in supportive housing. So for 40 years, we've been offering supportive housing, permanent supportive housing. We also have transitional supportive housing, which we're very proud to have. From there, we have rental properties. So we provide affordable rentals to the community. And we're also in partnership with Community Land Trust, building 20 townhomes for sale project. That's currently going on as we speak. My team's out there marketing, making sure we're getting the right buyers for that project. And we just finalized site plan approval for 46 mixed income apartment complex. So site plan approval for just finalized site plan approval for sure we're getting the right buyers for that project. And we just finalized site plan approval for 46 mixed income apartment complex. So even though it's little, it's huge. It's huge. It's the way that we're going to change Palm Beach County by one project at a time, building affordable and workforce housing for our residents. We're going to change Palm Beach County. Little, it's huge. It's huge. It's even though it's little, it's huge. It's huge. It's the way that we're going to change Palm Beach County, the way that we're going to change Palm Beach County, the way that we're going to change Palm Beach County. Huge. It's the way that we're going to change. It's huge. It's the way that we're going to change Palm Beach County by one project at a time, building affordable and workforce housing. Property is one of the quickest ways to help a family find their generational wealth. That's important. So typically what we do is we AIR's property program.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
And
AIR's property is one of the quickest ways to help a family find their generational wealth. That's important. So typically what we do is we look for families that have tangled titles, or perhaps someone has passed away and the property is. That's important. So typically what we do is we look for families that have tangled titles, or perhaps someone has passed away and the property is kind of in limbo looking for family members. We want to make sure that that property stays with the family. We don't want an investor coming in and buying that property. So what we do is we get the family, we connect them with our local legal aid, and they walk them through the process to in limbo looking for family members. We want to make sure that that property stays with the family. We don't want an investor coming in and buying that property. So what we do is we get the family, we connect them with our local legal aid, and they walk them through the process to ensure that that property remains with the family forever. That's how you create generational wealth. We're very proud of that program. JP Morgan Chase, our local legal aid, and they walk them through the process. What we do is we get the family, we connect them with has funded us for 2 years, and in partnership with Legal Aid, it has been an incredible opportunity. We're very our community safety net of generational wealth. That is a cool program.
yeah, that was really good. And out of everybody I interviewed, I don't think anybody else talked about AIR's property. So
We got $500,000. That's why I have to say JP Morgan Chase. We got 250 a year. First year we got 150, then 250, then 250. So we've gotten 700,000 from them. It's a big deal. Yeah.
That's really good. So they're setting up like trusts and
Yep, trust and getting the right people. The investor can buy, so it can be passed down for generations. It's the foundation. Literally, without housing, what is America? When you talk about the American dream, if you close your eyes, what do you see? Most people see the house, the white picket fence, the children playing in the yard, the family. It is literally the foundation of America. So NeighborWorks being involved in the 250th celebration moving forward, it's the foundation of America and all we do. Cool.
So that she can collab.
To help. We have people who come in who start with learning more about where they're at with their financial coaching needs. We're hosting a large privilege to work with Grady.
Forgot y'all was there for a second. What's happening? Just got done editing Kelly's video. Somebody just like my video. Appreciate it. Just got done finishing Kelly's interview. Edit. Let's take this, turn to subsequence. Edit. All right. Close the gaps. Sequence. Close the gaps. That's what sequence. All right. So when we go through and edit everything, I put it on a separate track. And then what I can do is I put it on a new sequence, and then I go close the gap just so that I have all of the footage right here. So I have 2 minutes and 30 seconds of clips from Kelly. And like I said, all I need to do is I need to take, oh, you weren't seeing that. Either way, so these are usually spread out. You copy this. All right, so you go here. I put all of the selects on the track above. So these are all the selects here. I take that, I right click, make subsequence. That creates a sequence over here. Rename it to interview edit. Open that up. And then it's going to drop it off and it's going to be spread out. And what I just did is I went to here, sequence, and then close gap. And that collapsed it all down to a solid 2.5 minutes. So right now I have rural neighborhoods interview edit. What are all the projects? I have CP, rural neighborhoods, Pensacola, Habitat, and Gainesville neighborhood housing, something another. So let me rename this. This is Pensacola. P-Cola. P-Cola interview edit. I'm gonna put that on the timeline on the timeline, and then Gainesville. And HDC interview edit. All right. So I got all these interview edits. Gainesville is long. Um, so community partners did that. All right, cool. Now what I want to do is I want to open the mini doc for NeighborWorks. So this is already kind of edited. Um, so here's the problem is I did an edit on this already. All right. Bruh, I'm tripping because like I swore that I did an edit on this mini doc already. And I swear that I created a whole brand new sequence for this, which was edited. I did a lot of editing on this. And right now I'm tripping because that edit is gone. Bruh. No, I gotta find it. Nah. No, I need to find this, bro. I did way too much work. I did way too much work on this for it to be gone. Mm-mm. I gotta find it, bro. Going home project. No. Rural neighborhoods. I don't know if, bruh. No, it gotta be under Jamie interview because I'll be damned. I will be damned. $27. Auto save. Let me check this Premiere Pro. Auto save. Date modified. No, bro. Oh my God, bro. No, bro. Open recent. Yo, I don't know where. I don't think it's saved. Damn, I don't think it's saved. I don't think it's saved. Damn, I don't think it's saved. Ah. Oh boy. Jamie. Assets. Edit. Edit. Let me see if I saved it to any of these. Damn, bro. It's 12. This would have been not yesterday, but the day before. This would have been last night. Mini dog. Bro, I'm tight right now. Let me go ahead and close this out because I do not know what is going on, bro. And I gotta find this clip because nah.